Hello YouTube, we are back with another poker video. Today we are gonna learn how to win your first micro ignition tournaments. The first tournament we bought into is the $2 buy-in, the micro edition Lucky Sevens. That is the tournament we are going to be focusing on. I also was playing it during a update night or whatever, so everything's like a turbo, and this thing got full. My apologies about not any long form videos for a few weeks, but we're gonna make it up. I'm announcing 2 decent videos that are coming soon. We are going to do the top 10 biggest cashes so far, and almost all of them are filmed. And we have finally hit 200 subs, so we are going to do 1-2 soon. I'll probably do a couple videos of that. But I just wanted to get something out, so we're going to look at this micro tournament. It has like 800 people. It's going to be good. We are going to get in kind of late, but not like crazy late. And I mean, it is like 10 minutes later. But this tournament is kind of a turbo anyway, so you're just going to end up being short stacked if this is the one you're playing. But this hand we have pocket tens, and around this time in the tournament, not that close to the money or anything, a big thing to keep in mind is these people play pretty loose passive, which is really good. So when we have pocket tens, we're going to raise the limpers instead of trying to limp in as well. That way there's more money in the pot while we have a better hand than them. Their hands, if I had to guess, they probably have maybe an ace-5 and then like a queen-9 suited or some random shit. That's what they are going to have a lot of the time. And yeah, it's the top screen. I'm going to be flipping through some in this video because in order to play a lot, I have to play a lot of hands. And so that spot was kind of tricky because there's 2 kings and 2 twos. The second king, though, actually isn't a bad card in the sense that you now have a stronger hand because it's less likely they have a king. And he checked through on the flop, so I just didn't think he had any kings or twos. If you think logically about the hand, sometimes you can just figure out the puzzle. We get unlucky and a third 2 hits, making the board king, king, 2, 2, 2, meaning we both tie. And I just checked the date. This was filmed December 11th. And yeah, I called him having queen 9. Shit's crazy. Alright, let me explain that hand real quick. So, once you're nearing 10 big blinds, you gotta start moving all in. That's the best play. If you want to play the best, that's what you gotta do. And even at 11 or 12, it doesn't even gotta be 10. It could be 13 even. You can go all in. And the reason this is a good play is because there's antes involved and the blinds. So you're actually getting 2.5 blinds each time you get away with it. So it makes it worth it. You normally do want to try and wait for a better hand if you can. But it being a turbo and the registration still being opened, I decided to gamble with the queen jack. It's not a bad play, but it's not the best play. And then yeah, this kind of action, you just want to fold ace 9. Because yeah, they're going to both have you dominated. Wow. Okay, another important thing about the queen jack real quick is I was also in late position. When you're in late position, you want to widen your range because you have to get through less people. Opposite in this hand, though, under the gun, you want to have a much stronger range. So the later in position you are, the weaker you should be. And in this case, it don't matter what position I'm in. Let's go. Let's get it all in. Let's get everybody's chips in. If you have pocket kings, just get it all in. There are situations deeper stacked to fold kings, but it's very, very rare. Now that you've gotten into a position like this, you don't want to just punt it off with top pair. We checked the flop, keeping the pot small. Now the odds of it all going in by the river are significantly lower. We're even going to check back the river. We're playing this hella safe. When you have a stack like this, you want to make sure you don't mess out on the money and stupidly try to limp the aces, and we lost nothing with aces versus top pair. Let's go. Next hand, we have the king queen. We raise it. We get 3 callers. But we flop the top pair. Money. Let's get it in. Who's ready? This is a better spot than the last hand. One main reason. Well, 2 reasons. We'll say 2 reasons. 1, dry board. 2, better kicker. We're going to bet the same amount. And this spot might seem a little tough, but I just go for it because we're lucky. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, when you bet small like that, you can induce bluff sometimes. And sometimes I might beat his value range. They will go all in with king jack, king 10 sometimes in these tournaments. So with the price, we're going to call. We did get lucky though. He had a 2 pair, but we hit the better 2 pair. That's another thing, is you do have to get lucky sometimes in these to win. A fair warning, even at the micro stakes, you're still going to have really tough spots. I decided with the caller in the middle to go with it. Add a little extra dead money. He didn't even need that queen. It's okay because we have chips. So instead of being knocked out, we are still in. We'll see if something happens with this. The ace 10 is a little exciting. Someone goes all in for less than 30K and we get a caller. Flop the ace, decide to bet. And it's alright, we still got some of the side pot, so wasn't too bad. See if anything happens here. Who am I kidding? It's a $2 micro lucky sevens with 800 players. We're going to get 3 callers. What else? But we flopped the ace. Money again. But it looks like we're in a tough spot there. Real quick. Not a tough spot here. You want to bet these kind of boards when you have top pair. You do not want to give them a free flush. They got to pay to hit the flush. Because that is one of the main hands you are scared of on boards with 2 diamonds or 2 clubs. Especially with 3 callers. You're almost guaranteed to have someone with a flush draw. Or at least a backdoor. No one has anything though. It's all good. We need the chips either way. When it starts getting closer to the money, people are a lot more tighter. We're talking about how they were loose before. Now they're tighter. So, I mean, either way, this is an all-in. But when you're getting closer to the money, you want to apply pressure on the middling stacks and try to get their chips for free. So we can build up a big stack. So we can go far into the money. We're not just trying to just barely make the money. We know some of these guys are. So we're going to apply the pressure. See if we get any action. None. Too scared. Yeah, as long as you are at least half as competent as me, you can easily win one of these. late into the money now ish. All in with the aces. Queen 3 and Queen 8 are good enough for them. We're going to try and final table this. Don't get too cocky too quick. Just because you got a lot of chips now don't mean you're going to gotta have them later. No, we're going to have them later. But Ace 4 gets called. And remember the late position thing. Jack 10? Yeah, see, you guys can win this. These people are calling with Queen and Jack high. These blinds are getting insane, but we get lucky and pick up a hand. That's why it's important to try to get a stack early on. Because these blinds, they're hurting. I'm getting sick of them being so big. Oh, but luckily we got pocket 10, so hopefully we can shrink the blinds a little bit here. Is he going to call? He's going to call with King, Queen. And we're good. Oh, man. Sweet. All you got to do is just go all in and shrink the blinds. You really, really don't want to let yourself get down to like 3 or 4 bigs. Because a lot of times they're going to just insta-call you. And sometimes maybe even 2 people will insta-call you. Not the problem right now, but just a heads up. You want to find plays before you get lower than like 4 or 3. Those kings, I could have 100 and I'm ready to go all in. And we get so lucky. Kings versus queens, that's a cooler. Gotta cooler you out of here, buddy. Are we gonna have a crown? Bronze crown, 17 left. 800 field. Look at that, 717. That's his player number. I'll see the exact number at the end of the video of players, but I'm pretty sure it's like 800. Yeah, is that? No, 717 is the highest one. But anyways, back to the game. We raise the ace queen and get shoved on. And come on now, stop with the tanking. This is a fun spot, but ace queen I think is too strong. I call. That's just how I play it. I play it to call, to win. Now, is that gold crown? We have bad news, I repeat. We missed a huge hand. It's all right. I still remember it somehow. That's how crazy it was. Yeah, we're at 17 million. So, what was that? 560 something. The guy with 3.79 mil across the way. We got into an all-in situation. I raised king, queen. He calls. We flop top pair. We bet. He raises. We go all in. He calls with a worse top pair. Double it up. We have over 200 buy-ins worth of chips at this final table. Let's go. Let's try to win this. We end up ICMing past 2 people to 7 left till this spot, which, looking back on it right now, I mean, it's really either way because it's 2 to 1. I mean, unless you put them on 9s plus always, you're getting the price to call. When you're getting 2 to 1, you only need 33%. 10-9 versus ace-king even, you got that. Then obviously against any pair, 8s or smaller, you know, there's a lot of hands that you're getting that. Either way, we lose. It's all good. We're still gonna be trying to win. All right, here we go. Ace, queen. And he's gonna raise. This is a very high ICM spot. I'm trying to get first. I'm not thinking about the ICM as hard. He's got the 10s. Whew, come on. And just like that, we lose. Hey, we got $30. What's good? Hey, I mean, it's not a big win, but look, this tournament was 780 players, and we set ourselves up to win this. Like, I don't feel bad at all. We lost the flip. We could have folded the 10-9, but lost that too. Poker's a luck game, and I really did set myself up to win the tournament. Just was a flip away. Well, probably more than one, but only a couple. I hope you still enjoyed the video. If you do these things, you're going to win one of them eventually. Other than that, like and subscribe for more poker content as always. Until next time.